Hello there, dear brothers and sisters in humanity. This is Dr. Hisham again. I've been hiding a little bit over the last few days because I've been dealing with some anger and resentment, feelings and emotions that I thought it's not good to speak during those times. So I thought let's calm down and find the point of grace and discover what I'm grateful for. Actually, I'll share with you later in other videos maybe some of these things that I wrote down, just kept writing and writing and writing. What am I grateful for in this time of crisis? Anyway, today, really, I just thought I'll record this before I head back home. I was in the clinic, Laser Life Care Institute today, just not seeing patients today, just taking calls, emergency calls, or calling people back that have emailed us and asked us to call them back, our guests. And what made me actually decide to do this video is the feeling that I came out of that whole 2 hours that I was inside there, talking to people, and realizing that this is actually what everyone is looking for at the end of the day. It's care. It's that somebody is out there. Now we can't obviously practice dentistry by distance or on the phone. There's no procedure that can be done over the phone or by distance. And we don't get paid for these calls or the care or the emails or the time we take, myself and the team, to look after our guests, of course. So it's not a financial transaction. It is not a physical treatment. It's just a show of empathy and saying, here I am, here we are actually, because it's not just me, here we are, you are guests, we're your family, we'll always be looking after you, how can we help? And what stems out of that is that half an hour on the phone with one person, talking about maybe some initial dental emergency that we can't solve right now, ended up being half an hour conversation, like I said, about everything in life, and laughter and joy and grace, and them thanking me and thanking us as a team for taking that time to just be there, knowing that they're not paying us anything for it. We're not asking for anything back. This is just showing that we care, basically. And that heals. You know, empathy heals. Care, just somebody that shows that we care. It's not about saving lives, it's about saving quality of lives. That really matters. We can't save everybody's life. Humans will die. Death is part of life. You can't hide from that. What you can't hide from, and shouldn't hide from, not just as a healthcare provider, but as a human being, basically, is caring for the living and or dying, if they're already dying. Care for them. Care, show them love, show them empathy, so that you show them respect. Respect for humanity is much more important, and improving the quality of life is much more important than trying to save a life, because at the end of the day, how do you know that you're going to save any life, basically? And what happens when we try our best and that doesn't work? Have we failed? No, we haven't. Humans will die. That's natural. We don't want to kill them intentionally, that's one thing for sure. And we don't want to be the cause of their death, that's for sure. We don't want to say we haven't tried everything, that's for sure. But ultimately, it's that show of empathy and care for the living, while they're well, to be better, while they're not well, to get healthy, to heal, if we can induce that healing, and of course using all the science and all that. Anyway, I'll talk more about these things later, maybe in that was part of what I was writing down. What am I grateful for, and what's the awareness that's coming out of this? But I thought I'll share with you the one thing that kept coming up. What are we actually trying to overcome here? Is it the fear that we're all in? And yes, we should be trying to overcome that. Is it the virus? Well, hello, it's not the first or the last virus or the last infectious agent that we're trying to overcome. Well, actually, that's a point there. Will we overcome? Like, seriously, there is no doubt in my mind that there is a time, this is a time of deep wonder and exposure of our naked truth, that we're connected in our entangled continuum of quantum collapses, in conscious awareness of our vulnerability, mortality, and need for humility. So the question is not whether we will overcome a crisis of lack of love, really. That's what this crisis is all about. It's a lack of love. We shall overcome, but what will we become? That's the question. What will we become? Because in the gift of this challenging time, or any challenging times like this, it's already wrapped that key question that we have to collectively answer. How are we going to intentionally evolve into being better humans? How are we going to intentionally evolve into being and becoming better humans? Because we're not human beings, we're not things. We are being human, we're actively human, we're actively being human. We're an activity of interacting forces, that stem from within us and our intentions, and that stem from without us, that are acted upon us by higher intentions. Call it God, call it universe, whatever you want to call it. I would call it God, of course. So there's forces from outside, forces from within, light interacting forces. Because light is the quantum particle that carries force. It's the only quantum particle that carries force. Through the light that we're emitting and absorbing and being and becoming and interacting and interchanging with and transforming, all these activities, or what we call the quantum collapses once we observe them, through all of this that's happening to us and happening through us, how are we going to happen through better? We have to intentionally decide upon that. This is a call for natural evolution with intentional outcomes. So the intent to evolve is within us and within the biosphere of energetic force fields that are all around us. It's already in there, but are we going to apply it? So how are we going to intentionally evolve into being better humans? Think about that, answer that for yourself. I'll give you my answers and my visions and whatever we've been doing before, whatever we're going to be doing again now, and like I said, what points of grace, what am I grateful for that I've written down, like I said, over the last few days, just to help myself calm down and see this whole thing in a different perspective. I'll be sharing that with you. So if it helps anyone, here we are. We're here to help. We're here to care. We're here to help each other look at the world better and look within ourselves better, and feel obviously about what's happening to us and through us better. So there's that feel better that I keep talking about. Look better, feel better, and be better with the intent of becoming better. So that's what I always say. I'll always leave you with love, always leave you with the intent to aim to always look better, feel better, and be better. This is what I mean. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Take care.